they've been to Brakpan on many occasions since then, and they continue with that investigation. They're talking to witnesses. Yesterday, I myself identified some witnesses because I was there in Brakpan and gave that information on to the investigators to pursue. So the investigation is continuing.
But from the investigation, what is it that you can tell us so far? What are the preliminary findings?
Well, it's a postmortem. There is a postmortem that was conducted. We have taken statements of people who are witnesses, and that is what has been going. We've also had, contacted the family and obtained also some further evidence which they had in their possession. So, it's different things which I can't go into detail.
But I just wonder about the post-mortem that you just said, whether it confirms exactly what I read here, that his insides were ruptured, that his skull was crushed, his brain badly damaged. Is that what you found?
There is no official finding of a post-mortem. There is no post-mortem report, so I don't know where that is coming from. What we know is that he suffered head injuries and he had internal bleeding. The further details, as you have put them, I'm not aware of them. But we'll be conducting a second post-mortem on Monday. That is what the investigative team tells me, to make sure that the findings of the first ones are consistent with also the statements of people who witnesses who say they witness assault, being assaulted, for instance, and just to make sure that the cause of death is what the witnesses
say. All right. The big question, Mr. Dlamini, is well, firstly, how many suspects are involved here? How many police officers as suspects are involved in this case?
Well, the initial reports we have that there are two suspects who were involved. However, from further investigation, we found that actually there are more. But the investigation process is still ongoing, so we have not come to a definitive number, because we must speak to witnesses who say, yeah, I saw this one, I saw that one, and also police records which we are looking at. We should be able to rely on them. However, when you're investigating, the police are suspects here, you need independent witnesses too.
But in this case, sorry, Mr. Dlamini, in this case, there's video footage that we've all seen, and these people are pretty easy to identify. Surely something should have happened by now, especially those then that are easily identifiable on video footage. Why are they still working?
Okay. The matter of suspensions is a management matter. It's matter for police management to deal with. As the IPT, we've made recommendations for whoever was on duty at the scene that they must be suspended. But the decision to suspend lies with police management.
But also, there's a question about that. Why have you recommended that they be suspended and not be arrested? Because this is murder.
Well, in law, you have to follow procedures. For instance, the video footage, we, as part of the investigation, we need to know who recorded, obtain a statement from the person who recorded the video, and also authenticate that the video to ensure that it hasn't been altered and so on. Because I can tell you, I was in Daveyton. There's not just one video, many videos and photographs that exist. So
are they contradicting? Are they contradicting the one that we've seen? Is there contradictory evidence to the one that is been on TV?
No. It's video footage shot at different angles and also at different stages of this incident. What is shown there is just a portion or a part of what took place leading to the disease death. But the legal processes we must follow, and as I indicated earlier in my statement, we can't rule out the arrest, but we must do a proper investigation first.
As IPID, you surely have a position on police brutality. That clearly is police brutality. What do you think about that?
Yes, from what we've seen, that is what you can call police brutality, and our role is to investigate. Remember, these cases must go to court, Telani, and in court you prosecute people and you present evidence. These people are also represented by their attorneys who will challenge anything. So, if the investigation is not done properly, you will not be able to bring the perpetrators to book. So that's why.
But it broadens issues. Sorry, I've got to wrap it up in a minute. But it broadens issues about just police conduct generally. And I know this may sound generalizing because there are really very good men and women in blue. But generally, issues of police brutality within the service, broadly speaking, because there are even reports suggesting that in the same police station, actually some of the people involved here are known for police brutality. Did you get that information when you were there on the ground?
Well, we were informed that there is one particular officer who is known to assault people, but that report has not come forward before. But as I indicated, we have got witnesses who have said they will give us statements, and that is a process that will follow.
So there's one officer known for these kind of things?
Yes, that is what quite a number of people came forward and said. They call him Maputs because they say he kicks people around and so on. And with impunity, they say even other police officers are afraid of him and so on. But again, if people come forward and make statements, give us their sworn statements so that we can pursue a case against this officer and
management,
officer.
Have you engaged management at all? I mean, surely you should be asking management these questions. Why is there Maputs? Why are you not challenging this particular police officer that is known to terrorize the community?
Well, we had a meeting with the station commander, and unfortunately, the station commander sits there, overseeing so many people. Now, you've got this problem in the in cultures such as the police, where people synchronize their statements, they cover up for each other, and all of that. The likelihood is that in some instances, the management might not be told the truth of what happened. As in this case, the impression we got was that the station commander was given a version which is not true. He believes it because it's his members, and then also if people are saying the same thing, how can you challenge it?
Okay, so people are covering up for each other.